Welcome back to the third episode of the Read Only Friday podcast. I'm joined once again by Michael, the editor,
Hello?
and Jeff, Julian, DMoore, and I seriously was about to say Craig. Oh my god! All right,
Craig's
yes,
here. Let's go.
Craig's here,
Hey, what's
Greg.
up, Greg?
totally a real person, and it's not just some Chat GPT abomination we invited in the server to record all of our beautiful voices. So, yeah, Michael, what are we doing today?
Today we are reading a few Am I the Asshole stories. I found about 3 stories with 3 updates to them, so hopefully this does not go over an hour, but I cannot guarantee it.
That's fine. We can cut it if we need to.
Yeah, it's content, homie.
I say we don't cut these things.
I was gonna say we keep threatening to cut like various sections of this, and I don't think we ever have yet.
I mean, there's no reason to.
All right. So we can post the links to these in the description too for the.
Yep, so if you want to follow along in
follow
the
along.
description, you can. Otherwise, there is going to be Jeff playing some legitimate, I forget what this game's called.
It's just some Smash Bros from my neighbor.
Yeah, Smash Bros.
From Jeff's neighbor. Jeff's neighbor has an official GameCube that has not been modified in any way. No modifications here. Nintendo, we're a small podcast. Please don't kill us.
It's the Wii version of the game, so I don't know how I'd be playing it on a GameCube.
Oh, it's the okay. So it's a Wii console. Our bodies are not ready for your litigation. Please relax.
I don't like the way that sounds, but sure, go for it.
Well, listen, it's okay.
Oh yeah, today's drink of the day will be Smirnoff Always Smash, the screwdriver variant.
Yeah, sure. Everybody shout out what you're drinking. I'm drinking water because I'm not an alcoholic.
A Trogs Haze Charmer.
I got some Arizona green tea.
Yeah,
Nice, fancy.
I got a mug of hot tea and some berry monkey.
Wait, some berry monkey?
Yeah,
it's a victory beer.
It's a victory.
Okay, okay. I've never heard of that before. Out of context, it's super weird.
All right, we ready to get started?
No.
Okay, I can wait.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, I was about to take a sip, but all right.
No, not allowed.
All right. Am I the asshole? I cheated on my girlfriend of 2 years with an escort. The only thing that saved me was a trip to Panera Bread afterwards. I'll never do it again. That's the title. Anybody want to comment on that just alone?
I don't know why this is a question.
This isn't a question. This is a statement of what this guy did.
Well, no, but like he posted in this subreddit.
Wait, this isn't on Am I the Asshole? This is on r/Am I the Devil.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. This is Am I the Devil?
Oh,
it's
a place where
both.
it's obvious. Okay, all right. So yeah, never mind. Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, at least look, this person's obviously a bad person. At least he has self-awareness. At least he knows.
I should clarify. Am I the Devil is where posts of Am I the Asshole, where people are obviously the asshole. So these just get reposted here because they are just an asshole.
Okay, that makes sense.
Fair enough.
All right, beginning. So me and my girlfriend have been dating for 2 years now. I really love her and have been sex addiction side of me that's taken over my life. I guess I don't really love her if I'm cheating on her, right? Well, after months of research, I wanted to meet the escort who I've been seeing seeing online in ads. So I tell my girlfriend goodnight, and instead of Ubering to the hotel where she is staying at, she was beautiful, but the whole time I was imagining my girlfriend. So he goes to this escort after he drops his girlfriend off at a hotel. This is horrible. It wasn't the best experience. It wasn't the
Damn,
best
bro,
experience.
imagine.
After we finished, I left, contemplating telling her, but I didn't. So, after I left, I Ubered to Panera Bread to get something to eat. My girlfriend knows I like going to restaurants by myself. I actually prefer eating alone as I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I finish and Uber home. Ooh.
I'm sorry. I need to just. So we're already off to a rough start, but the
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
I'm most questioning right now, just I like eating alone as I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. What is that?
I was just going to
What
comment
are you-
about that. I'm like,
what are
you
you
know you're a
doing?
psychopath when you get enjoyment out of eating
Oh.
alone.
Not only that, this guy is leaving a trail of fucking evidence to what he did.
Well, yeah. Like, how do you,
All right.
look? I mean, I understand. Like, sure, like if people mind eating by themselves or they don't or whatever, but like, who just sits here and is like, ah, yes, I am eating alone with no one else at the table. This is just peak existence. Like,
Me, right here.
Yeah, we know it's
Yeah,
you.
when I was thinking about that more. I'm like, wait, this sounds.
Am I the asshole?
probably.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
That's what you get for eating alone.
You freak.
All right. 2 days after, she hits me up with the, so did you go anywhere? No, 2 days ago? I say no, and she pulls out the Uber receipts of my email, from my email showing that I Ubered to a hotel. I logged into my email on her computer a couple months back. I was shocked. I was caught. I felt ashamed, and I was shook. I don't know what to do, so I did the worst thing possible. I lied. I said the Uber took me to the wrong location since I'd only been there 20 minutes before Ubering to Panera. She found it plausible. I guess that her saying that she didn't trust me and that she doesn't love me, that she doesn't love me, that Ubering there was just an honest mistake. She knows it wasn't an affair because she's been with me the entire month. It was just a quick 20-minute escort visit, so she could have never imagined me using a sex worker. So we argued, but I ultimately agreed that I went to Panera Bread and came home. Okay, yeah. First off, he's just gaslighting her to say, "You don't trust me? I didn't go to this escort. No."
Oh, it gets worse with the more you read down. You got to read the last paragraph.
Yeah, no, I wanted to see if anybody had comments, but alright. It's been 2 months since I got an STD test and it came clean. I want to love my girlfriend the way she deserves, although I know deep down I don't deserve it. But then again, who said this world is fair and just? We are both extremely happy and in love. I don't feel much resent anymore. I hope we live happily ever after. The end.
Now you see, this is where the sentence "I don't feel much regret anymore." That is
He's accepted it.
psychopathic behavior.
Right.
Like that is straight up textbook definition.
The other thing I just realized after you started reading this last paragraph, going back up to the first to the other one, so clearly she's suspected something for a while, right? Because he said that he's logged into her email or his email on her computer a couple months back. It's not like she left the tab open for a couple months and then just happened to see it. Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
clearly,
no.
like she must have been checking it actively, and then there. I mean, so I don't think he's as like smooth as he thinks he is.
The man basically was horny on main. He didn't decide to get an alt account.
Yep.
He didn't make an
Playing with
Uber
fire,
account.
he's gonna get burned.
Yeah, and he's gonna get burned.
Well, obviously, the first sin is doing this whole thing in the first place. But
Yeah,
Oh well, yeah.
Would it be plausible to make an alt Uber account just for escorts and things like this?
No, I think you would just make an alternate email and link that Uber to it.
Ah, true. I guess that'd be a smart idea.
Now everybody who listens to this is gonna know how to actually do it properly.
yeah, just I'm gonna throw the legal disclaimer: we're not condoning any sort of adultery.
I don't do this shit. I'm an honest man.
I just remember when I heard the word adultery, that reminded me of when I was like a young teenager. I thought adultery was just the act of being an adult. So I used that term in a few places and got some laughs out of it, but no one actually informed me until This was like
Okay.
at school too, which is the worst part.
Okay, now I need to know which scenarios you use the word adultery incorrectly.
I don't remember. I can't remember specific examples, but I do know I have used it in like school setting or something, like around like teachers, and they just kind of laughed because they knew what it meant, but they were enjoying it so much she didn't want me to change
I kind
change it.
of why am I imagining like third grade Mike just in there like asking his teacher, so are you an adultery? Just
No, you're
oh.
not a child. You're an adult. I'm not doing a child activity. I'm doing an adultery activity. This looks like child's play to you.
Oh God. Okay.
So
Uh,
hear me out, but this whole thread kind of reads like a Ryan Reynolds narrated advertisement for Panera Bread in his upcoming movie Deadpool 3.
What?
oh god.
All it needs is the addition, like one sentence on the end, thanks Panera Bread or something.
I'm not sure where you're getting Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds
Reynolds
Deadpool
from.
3 advertisement from this.
I mean, it sounds like it would be a Deadpool skit, basically.
I guess. All right, let's move on.
Well, wait.
So, oh god, what?
Isn't this next one that was underneath it the update to it?
Yes. I was just going to
All
get
right.
to that. So I was just going to say, this post does have an update. So the update is from True Off My Chest, and this is on the perspective of the girlfriend who he was cheating with. Update: I cheated on my girlfriend 2 years with an escort, and the only thing I say to me was to return to Panera Bread afterwards. I'll never do it again. I am the girlfriend. I left him. I don't know what to do next. It wasn't Panera Bread, by the way. That's the full title. I love that she specified in parentheses it wasn't Panera Bread, like that was
Yeah,
pertinent to the story.
that's the important thing. It wasn't fucking Panera Bread.
Gotta get the
Like,
facts straight.
you know he's a compulsive liar when he's lying to Reddit about where he went.
Yep.
Like the location of where he went to eat is somehow going to be make the story any better, or him make him less of an asshole. All right, so where do I even begin? It's been a whirlwind of the last 6 hours for me. Thanks Reddit for doing your thing. I was tipped off by a girlfriend who saw the thing come up on her recommended feed. I searched his phone and came across all kinds of messages with the girls and escorts he didn't even bother deleting. Coming across these things in the boyfriend, who I thought was the most sweetest guy on the planet Earth, felt like a gut punch. They were dating for a month, I just want to remind you. Calling him the sweetest guy on the planet after dating a month seems a little early. Is that just me?
Wait, you're saying that they've been together for a month?
I believe so. The first post said they've been only together for a month, if I remember
Okay, well
correctly.
the third
And then
paragraph
this
of this
guy
post
said,
is 4
yeah.
years.
Oh,
So,
okay, never mind.
Yeah.
so this guy is a pathological liar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This dude deserves every piece of shit that gets thrown at him.
Also, it sounds like they might have been long distance because didn't he say before that she was at like a hotel or something?
Yeah, he did drop her off at a hotel.
Okay, so maybe this is like a long distance thing, and then she like just came over to see him for a little bit, and then yeah.
I don't know. Moving on. We were together for 4 years, actually. I can't believe he did this to me. He looked at me and tried gaslighting me again about how it was all a work of fiction and none of it was true. It was just to provoke a reaction on Reddit. But after seeing the messages, I couldn't believe him anymore. I gathered some things, left the apartment, and I'm staying at my parents' right now. Lesson learned, y'all. Don't trust Texas boys. Parentheses where I'm from. Besides that, I feel like I am a candidate for Broken Heart of the Year because I never felt so distraught and betrayed in my life. The pain I'm feeling can't even begin to be described by words, and maybe I'll feel even better. I'll feel better and explain more later. But for now, I'm just sticking to the grieving process. He was the love of my life. I even met him. He even met my mom and dad and my 2 younger brothers. I thought I was going to be able to marry him and make him the happiest guy on the planet Earth, but it turns out he had other plans. He ate at a Potbelly's, not a Panera Bread that night. Weird way to try and disguise it. Thanks again, Reddit. You guys saved me. I'm grappling with what to do next. I don't know where to go in life without him. What? Yeah, like I know Julian, you started with questioning with the potbellies. But what? Why
Apparently,
this guy's...
Potbelly's is some southern chain. I guess there's
Yeah, I was
few
gonna
in
say
Maryland.
I think it was a southern chain in around Texas area.
Yeah,
Like a
it looks
southern
like there's
thing.
about 3 in Maryland.
Okay. I'm guessing it's just a much like more
It's
dodgier
probably
restaurant than Panera is.
it's probably just like some barbecue pit.
But the question is why? Like, I get he must be like impulsive liar if he feels like he
So
has to lie in his post.
so I literally looked up what the difference between psychopath and sociopath is, and this guy checks about 4 out of the 6 points here for being a psychopath. He literally
No?
Sounds
the
about right.
lack of guilt, remorse, and empathy, which this guy is obviously showing.
Mm-hmm.
Pretending to feel emotions. Inability. Actually, he probably checks out 5. He probably checks everything here. Now that I think about it, except maybe tend to be successful. He is from Texas. Inability to form true emotional attachments, which this guy obviously cannot fucking do. Dishonesty and manipulative behavior, narcissism, and superficial charm. So he sounds like he checks out pretty much almost all the boxes.
But did he have that Riz?
No, he did not.
Clearly
He did not have a writ. He did not have the writ. He is
No Riz
currently
to be found.
he is currently bitchless.
Wait, can we also just quickly go over the fact he spent only 20 minutes with this escort?
Yeah.
Coming from Texas, more than likely he's wearing some type of like boots, because
What does
and,
that
like,
have?
What does this have to do with anything?
With 20 minutes.
I was gonna say those
What
take
you-
a lot longer than shoes to get off.
Uh,
Even just like I would imagine from the
Are you trying to say that the fact that he couldn't take off his cowboy boots in like 19 minutes made him a 1-minute chump?
Oh.
Yes.
We're giving him the full minute? I don't know.
You saying he's a 1-pump chump?
I mean, if the boots fit.
If the boots fit.
I was really
If the
struggling
boots
to
fit,
figure
the
out
story
where you
checks
were
out.
going
I mean,
with
what
that.
can I say? This is a compelling argument.
The man's boots made him be in the room longer because it took more time to take them off. Michael, you
For
come up
him
with
to
the
get-
weirdest angles.
What?
For...
Well,
He-
I was probably going with the
This-
fact of
here-
how long
here-
it took him to like actually.
Here's the decision. Here's the deciding factor if he's a psychopath. Do you think he did it with the boots on?
Oh,
Oh, don't even go
Now we're
there.
asking the real questions.
Oh no.
I don't
If
wanna
he did it with the boots on,
It
he is from Texas. It is
I would say it
Texas.
is Texas. There's a chance.
There's some visuals going on that I don't want to be having right now.
Hey,
Should I
bro,
be the
you
Mariel of the conversation and be like, what visuals you having, Wade?
Hey, bro, you wanted me on
Here
this
to
podcast.
explain?
You're getting it full force.
No, man, I appreciate it. It's just my brain working in mysterious ways.
All right, can we call him? Can we just end this with a one pump chump? Can we
One
just name him that?
pump psychopath. That's what I'm gonna call him. The one pump
That could have to be
psychopath.
the episode title.
One pump psychopath. Sure, why
One
not?
pump psychopath or one pump chump?
I don't
No,
know.
I feel like
we'll
I feel
see
like
how
if
the
you
rest of the
search,
stories play out.
I feel like if you search one pump chump, you're gonna get actual
Yeah.
content that
But
shouldn't be on
You
YouTube.
know that's
But-
actually a good point.
Let's try and not get
Yeah.
demonetized, despite the fact that we're not monetized.
Now, one pump psychopath, on the other hand, that's a good title.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably pretty niche. All right.
All right. This next story is: am I the asshole for refusing to meet my boyfriend's friends unless they apologize to me? Off the bat, no.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably a good reason.
If they need an apology for some reason, I feel like refusing to meet them. There's some type of argument or something that's happened to lead to that. So I can understand if you didn't want to meet them on bad terms.
Some of my girlfriend's friends don't like me, so I don't want them around me. So Yeah, depending on what they've done here, you're probably not the asshole.
All right, I think we all kind of conceded that he's probably not the asshole, or whoever this is not the asshole initially, based on title.
It's a girl because I'm looking down. I'm seeing some phrasing.
Yeah. All right. I didn't get his story, so I didn't want to give the audience any confusion yet. All right. A couple weeks ago, my 24F boyfriend's 27M, so she's 24, he's 27, found out that a Tinder account with my pictures on it and matched it. I have not met my boyfriend's friends yet, but they know what I look like because my boyfriend shows them pictures. They showed my boyfriend the account, and my boyfriend called me immediately to tell me about it. I haven't used Tinder in over a year, and Tinder is supposed to delete inactive users after 7 days, so I knew it wasn't mine. His friends also messaged me with the account that weekend, and I was with my boyfriend watching a movie at the exact time, so my boyfriend didn't really believe the account was mine either. But his friends weren't convinced that I wasn't cheating. I could hear them yelling things from my phone like, make that bitch suffer herself, your girlfriend's a whore, along with other really derogatory names. My boyfriend told them shut up as I was on the verge of tears. I went on FaceTime with all of them, while my friends messaged the account. They made me show my hands and my phone on the video call the whole time. The catfisher messaged back and I was proven innocent. None of them apologized to me. They only apologized to my boyfriend, who felt even more disrespectful. Yeah. Apparently those friends are now hosting a party this weekend, and my boyfriend wants me to meet the group for the first time. But I don't want to do anything with them until they apologize to me for calling me names. My boyfriend understands, but also says it would be mean a lot if I can at least give his friends another chance, since they were actually just doing the best to support him since he's been cheated on in the past. Would I be the asshole if I refused?
Nah.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, no, these guys are assholes.
Yeah.
Definitely deserves an apology before anything else.
The biggest asshole here is the one who's catfishing, using her pictures.
Real talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless it's just a bot that's probably been reused over and over.
Yeah, one of those bots that just sends you a link, like a phishing link or whatever, to some random porn site.
Yeah, like whatever the Facebook ones are and all that.
Yeah, they're like, oh, look at these free pictures of me.
Either that or like a dead relative that some scammer got a hold of their account because it's probably been leaked and they didn't update it. The password, like no one updated their password to the account.
That's actually a new terrifying thought. I gotta take care of something after this.
Yeah, no, I think that has happened to a family member of mine where their account was reactivated and as a, like, I guess a bot or something took over it.
Somebody or some bot somehow got my email and has signed me up for, what was it? I sent it to spam, but they signed me up for some dating website to look for men.
Oh my.
Yo.
I think they know you better than you know yourself.
I guess so, bro. Apparently.
At one point I had an old email address that it was like a yahoo.com email address, and one day I woke up to my phone saying to like sign back in again, which I thought was kind of weird. So I signed back in again and it like accepted my username and password and all that, which was like, okay, whatever, maybe like the login session just expired somehow. But then like right before I was about to close the tab, I like looked over at like the account like name, like the little profile, and noticed that it wasn't my name at all. And it was like a completely like I don't even know what the name was, but it was just like someone else's name entirely on the account. And I'm like, did y'all really hack my account just to like change the name on it and then like not use it for anything? Like, and
bro.
I don't think they probably had the account for a few hours too, because the time of the notification was at like, I don't know, 1 a.m. and I didn't wake up that day until like 6. So from like 1 a.m. to 6 a.m., I was signed out of that account, and presumably that 1 a.m. was when they changed the name on it. So like, I don't know what these people were trying to do. Were they just like doing that to a bunch of emails and then just
fucking with you for no reason?
Yeah, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know. So I immediately just like changed that password to something like super secure, and then I think I just deleted the account like a week later after I'd moved to a different email address.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Kind of on the same note, there's a funny bug with the website I develop, where I think if the session times out, and this should only happen on my local machine, by the way. You can't do this on the prod version of it. But if the database times out, or the website itself times out, and the database is closed, sometimes it will error out and just choose a random user that signed you in as.
What?
So yeah.
Seriously?
So sometimes I just randomly get signed in as somebody else.
Not everyone at work trying that after this episode comes out.
No, don't worry. It doesn't work on prod because the
sure?
database would have to be off, and on the prod version it should never be turned off.
You might want to.
Yeah.
You're saying is find a way to crash the database.
Yeah.
All right, I'm on it.
How
I
many
think
invalid requests can you handle?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're about to find out. We're gonna stress test it.
I am off for the next few days, so that's
Oh,
well,
that's an
I
L
guess
for you then.
I guess that at the time of recording this, I'm off in the next few days, but
Looks like you're coming back from vacation early, buddy.
thankfully there's another developer that can handle it. So as long as there's no like SQL injection type stuff, it should be good to go.
SQL injection's possible?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't
As long
develop
as
some
you-
of the things.
As long as you make it to where SQL injection isn't possible, then yeah.
Yeah, there's
It
some
won't
things I
happen.
just didn't develop either, so I mean, I don't know.
Oh, Michael.
You gotta remember, there was 3 developers working on the site, so there's some things that I didn't really look into fully.
I might cut this part out just so we're not exposing security vulnerabilities.
That's fine.
I mean, it's an internal site, right?
Yeah, it's internal.
So how the fuck are they gonna access it?
It's a good point.
Yeah, this is not a this is only
Gotcha.
for internal, like
Fair enough. Everybody stay away.
Yeah. If you break it, it's not my responsibility.
I mean, you're going to be the one to fix it.
Yeah. I'm not taking responsibility right away. Well, actually, by the time this episode comes out, I'll be back in office probably, so that's fine.
Probably, he says.
Probably
Yeah.
time.
Depends when my next vacation is.
Should
and when
probably
this
keep reading
release.
this story at
Yeah.
this point. It's a long fucking story.
Yeah. All right. So just going back on track, the update to this. So much crazy shit has happened, and I've been just trying to process it all. I don't even think y'all are gonna believe what just went down. Okay, then.
I'll believe it,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to.
This is Reddit. I think people are gonna be able to believe this. After reading through the comments of my last post, I saw my boyfriend again, and I told my boyfriend I was not going to the party because I felt disrespected by his friends, and was disappointed that he did nothing to stand up for me. My boyfriend apologized to me and made it up to me by spending the weekend with me at my place instead of going to the party. He told me that after he quit his job, he would not contact any of his friends who refused to apologize to me. None of them did. Okay, his apology seemed genuine, and him not going to the party convinced me that everything was good, so I didn't break up with him. Flash forward to a few days ago, my boyfriend and I were lying together in bed while he was on his phone messaging some of his friends while I was watching TikToks. Oh, that's a mistake right there. You're watching TikToks?
Yeah, second brain
no.
rot.
Oh God.
I feel like you got a TikTok watcher in chat.
All right, listen. YouTube Shorts are like 60% TikToks anyway. So
Yeah, that's fucking true.
All you people complaining about TikToks, but you still watch YouTube Shorts on a daily basis, you're basically watching TikToks anyway. Just accept it.
I don't accept the app. I don't care for the short
Yeah, I don't-
aspect of it.
I don't have to
want
use
the
their app though. That's the thing. Like,
I don't want the goddamn Chinese government.
I don't
Having
support
my
the app.
information.
I support
They already have your information anyway.
Yeah, you're probably right. Let's be honest, Amazon probably sold all my shit off.
Right.
Same thing with Facebook.
Just let him
Just
in
to
and accept
prove it, give me your social security number and I'll check the database.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Mine's 420-690 4962.
I don't believe you.
Oh,
That was
I
one
just
too many
accidentally leaked
digits.
it. Wait, is it?
I don't believe you.
No, I think there's like 3 too many digits in that, if I remember.
Yeah, never mind. So yeah,
I don't know, I wasn't
you're
counting.
correct you're correct on being skeptical.
420, 69, 1337.
Oh, I believe that one.
Alright. At some point, I glanced at his phone while he was scrolling through his texts, and I saw that he sent a bunch of screenshots of my picture from Instagram to somebody. Okay, yeah, no, I don't. That sounds weird. Even from far away, I could tell that they were pictures of me. I didn't think much about it, and even thought, "Oh, he's showing his friends what I look like." I was so dumb. What?
Don't they know what you look like already, based on?
Yeah,
You were on FaceTime with them, weren't you?
Yeah.
that
Like-
doesn't mean that they were showing their face.
I mean,
I don't know. If someone was sharing pictures of me, I wouldn't think, "Oh, they're sharing pictures of me." I'm like, why are they sharing pictures of me?
I would have been like, why the fuck you showing people who I am, you motherfucker?
honestly, like I could kind of like. Obviously, this whole story is weird. I can kind of see that train of thought. Like I have heard of that as a thing. It's like, or especially if it's like pictures of like the two of you together, and be like, "Hey, look what we did today." Like, yeah, that's fine. I could see that. Like,
Yeah, that would be fun.
See, it's like one thing if it's going to their parents or something like, "Hey, me and my boyfriend had a good day today," and there's like a picture of them like hugging or something, like a fair or something, like a fair backdrop, and like they had a good day and they're like showing the parents.
I thought you said bear, and I was really confused for a second.
Yeah, it is once you go to the zoo and there's a bear in the
Yeah,
background,
Look at
like
this
one
bear
standing
that we
up.
just stumbled on.
They want to go wrestle bears in Russia or something.
Yeah, they found a bear high on cocaine. They decided, it's dancing.
Yeah, and then they're gonna go find the raccoon sequel, whatever fuck the raccoon one was.
There's a what?
There's supposed to be a sequel to Cocaine Bear that's a raccoon.
Oh my god!
Is it
Really?
Is it a raccoon on cocaine, or are they
Raccoon bear? That
Man.
makes no sense.
This series is wild. What's next?
Hold on, let me find it.
How did this raccoon bear come into being?
Oh, was that a joke thing? Did I get baited? I think I got
I think you
Uh-oh.
have.
I think I got baited. Oh
Don't
man.
worry, the same thing happened to me. Somebody in the office was like, after you, I was telling them about how I'm finally like watching Better Call Saul, and at some point somebody was like, "Yeah, and next you got to watch Better Fuel Huel," and like they said it so seriously, I thought that was a real thing. And then I just like went back to what I was doing, and then 20 minutes later, they just like Teams DM'd me while they were sitting 20 feet away from me, and they're like, "Yeah, that's not real."
Is
I'm
this what
sorry.
I think it is?
There it is. I found it.
Oh, it's real.
Was this wait, is this thing a joke? Hold on, let me read this first.
All right,
Breaking news. It may have been a joke.
breaking news.
Is this
Julian
site-
may or may not be an idiot.
Is it that's not debatable, that's the truth. I am a dumbass. This thing may be a joke, but apparently people think that the sequel to Raccoon Bear is going to be called Crackoon.
I
Raccoon.
love that name.
Raccoon?
Yes.
Wait, okay, so it's gonna be
It's-
Cocaine Bear, then Crackoon potentially, if it's not a joke. Then what? We got to come up with a third one. We got to do the filmmakers a solid. The writers are all on strike. Let's just come up with something right now.
Heroin Hawk.
And there you have
No.
it.
What?
It-
You
no,
had
just
that on
grab it.
Steve Draw. You had that on
Fentanyl
Steve-
fish.
How many of these do you have just ready to go?
Well, I'm looking at one, and there's one that just says Meth Gator.
It's okay. Well,
Oh my god, it's the like Florida like spin-off version.
I was gonna say that's just the entire state of Florida.
Yeah, that's just fucking Florida, let's be honest. All the gators down there are probably finding Pablo Escobar packages and just eating it.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I wonder if that's actually happened.
Oh, it
It
absolutely
probably-
has to happen.
It 100% probably has.
I mean, if Cocaine Bear was a true story,
No,
feel like
I
It's
think
not,
cocaine-
It's not.
I thought it was.
no, it
it's-
is. It's not. I don't
the
think it
story
actually
itself
killed
is
anyone.
true. No,
Yeah.
the story itself of the bear ingesting cocaine has happened, but
yeah, but I think the bear ingested like so much that it only lived for like another 5 minutes after.
Yeah,
I was gonna
and
say,
it
that's
lived for
what happens.
5 minutes, and it was the most apex predator on the planet.
I was gonna say like it didn't. I don't
It's
think it
involved.
actually killed anyone, but that's probably only because there wasn't anyone else in the area.
I wish it was an actual like those like hunter cameras they have to like watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
trail
trail
cam.
cams.
Yeah, I wish they just had those, like watching this bear, so we can actually watch the live feed of what it did.
I mean, there's a simpler way to.
It
figure
probably
out what
just
it
fell
looked
over. It just started like, just started like dry heating from ingesting
get
so
that
much
the
like.
sound
Can we just clip that? I
Mm.
want
Yeah.
to see if we can clip that audio.
There's the first clip
make
of
a
And
the
that's a
highlight.
pretty good
That's first
reenactment, you
highlight.
know?
It's the.
I would
it's the-
imagine
it's
that's what
one-
it sounded like.
It's 1 second long, and it's just Julian doing whatever that was.
Julian, I got a genuine question for you. Have you were you the bear in the costume? The bear costume?
Oh yeah,
It was all a costume.
It was
The
all a
camera's
costume,
right
bro.
there.
y'all have heard this story, right? Where it was like that bear in like the Chinese zoo that like looked suspiciously like a human being because
Was it the panda or
Yeah,
what?
it's like
Totally
it's
looked like a
red
guy in a
panda.
Yeah.
costume, though.
Yeah, it was.
It
I know what
did,
you're
but
talking about.
It did, but I think they did come out and like there is like there are other examples of that happening, and that's just how those bears look. They're just weird.
But then
weird
again,
animals.
I can't trust the Chinese government.
Well, no, I'm saying like other people besides the Chinese government have come out and been like, yeah, this looks normal.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that the Chinese government was lying.
Okay, well,
It's the fucking Chinese government. You can't
yeah,
trust them.
that's true.
All right, I gotta move
And-
on. We're getting
and
further
the
in.
Oh God,
Podcast-
we're reading Reddit stories. I forgot.
And the podcast is banned in China.
Oh, yep. Good work.
I'm gonna make sure we're permabanned. Tiananmen Square.
Thank you.
No advertising ever.
Taiwan
We
is a
just
country.
We just lost all 10 viewers we're gonna get for this.
Just remember, Taiwan's a country.
We have been shadow banned.
It's
Fine.
fine.
It's fine. We're
It's
still
fine.
big chilling.
In the words of my manager, it'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. So before I went to sleep, I was jokingly asked him, "Why were you sending my Instagram pictures to your friends?" He went white and was trying to panic. He saw so much panic on his face. I immediately knew something was up and made him explain. Apparently, he sent my Instagram pictures to his friends so they could make a fake Tinder account to see if I was really cheating on him. Because he was cheated on in the past, he felt so insecure about in our relationship that he wanted to make sure I didn't have any dating apps or was doing anything shady behind his back. He thought that the confrontation would scare me into a real confession. Oh, no.
Wow.
See,
No.
it's very easy to disprove what the fuck you're saying, what you're trying to do here. So your plan just completely just ass fuck you, basically.
Ooh. But he didn't want to seem like a bad guy with major trust issues, which is what he is.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what this guy is.
I
So
might
he
have
is-
I might have trust issues, but I'm not this fucking guy.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, no.
This is not the way that you go about it.
There's many of other positive ways to address the situations like this. This is one of the ways you should not do it. All right, so he
Gonna
and his
call
friends.
this episode Michael's advice to not be a cheater.
Advice no one asked for. No wait, that's an actual series now. I know there's a guy on YouTube who does that as an actual series. It's a good
Mike's-
series.
Mike's obvious advice. Captain Mike's advice.
Captain Mike, I'm a sailor now.
Captain Mike obvious.
All right, I'm steering the ship back to the conversation.
Okay.
So he and his friends confronted me for him. So he and his friends confront me for him while he pretends to be on my side the whole time. They saw my reaction to it all. I was literally on the verge of tears the entire call and did not confess anything they accused me of. And they decided to play it off as a catfish. So, congrats to those of you in the comments who guessed it right. Those friends made the fake account. I didn't believe it at first because I had no evidence and I hate making false assumptions about people. Ironic, isn't it? I also doubt that they had no way to get pictures of me since my Instagram is private. But how the fuck was I supposed to know my own boyfriend was providing them to frame me? Nonetheless to say, I was I dumped his ass. He cried the old time, which was admittedly satisfying to watch, but also painful. Thanks for all the support. Wish me luck in therapy. Yeah, you're gonna need therapy after that one.
You're not the asshole, buddy.
Not at all.
This guy deserves all the shit that got thrown at him.
Yeah, definitely not, for sure.
Like, it's such a shitty thing to do to somebody, to accuse them of being. It's one thing to think someone's cheating. It's a shitty thing to make them believe they're cheating in some way, to basically gaslight them.
This does feel like sort of like a Friends level like sitcom plot.
This is a fucking plot line to Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. This feels like something George would do.
This is like a stanza bit, 100%.
You know, yeah. As soon as you said that, I was like, yeah, this is. I feel like I'm reading the plot line of an episode of Seinfeld.
The only thing we're missing is the bass lines every time Michael goes to a new paragraph.
Oh, Michael, can we cut in some Seinfeld bass riffs every time we transition to?
No, if we do that, we're gonna get hit with strict copyrights.
It's not. We're not like making money anyway. Like whatever.
Well, we got that. Well, YouTube will just take it off, I think.
Yeah, YouTube will take them off if there's like too many.
Subscribe to our Patreon that I still haven't made yet in order to.
You haven't made the Patreon.
No, I haven't made the Patreon yet.
There's no point in making a Patreon right now. How many people are fucking subbed to this shit?
What do we got? Like
enough
10
for a
subs
Patreon.
now?
How many?
I think we got like 10 subs. Let me check the channel real quick.
Oh my god.
Listen, how else am I supposed to provide for my family doing the hard work of editing this bullshit podcast? I mean, this great podcast.
This podcast where we aren't afraid to say the word fucking shit.
Yeah, this podcast.
Hey, don't bleep that out, you fucking pussy.
We don't bleep that stuff out. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing we bleep
Have
is
you
really
even
just names.
listened to the first 2 episodes, Julian?
No. I haven't gotten the time to sit down
I
and
know
watch
he
it.
did.
Wow. Okay.
He jumped in here not knowing what to expect.
I mean, at least I'm not the only one.
Okay.
No.
10
See, you wanted me to come in here.
We did.
So I'm giving you the.
I didn't want you to come in here.
experience.
I want you to join us. I didn't.
Okay.
All right.
Isn't it basically saying I want you to join us? Basically saying I want you in here.
Yeah. It's
Phrasing. All right.
For what it's worth, Michael, by the way, the link after this is actually just the same.
Yeah, I realized that after the fact.
So you can just skip this next link and we can go to the last story.
Yep. All right. So final one. Am I the asshole for being very harsh? No other information provided.
You might be a little bit just for the vague title.
First of all, I am the king of being a harsh asshole. So let's hear this because I gotta get context first.
I think that comes with being a ferret owner, though. Like they don't respond to anything else.
Yeah, you literally have to go, hey shithead, get over here, so you get their attention. Like they don't pay attention. They have a brain span of like 3 seconds.
Brain span.
That's their attention span. They just go for like 3 seconds and they're like, new thing.
I just like to imagine when God's creating a ferret, he's like, we just put a timer for 3 seconds, and that's just the whiff of their brain.
Let me just make this cute little fuzzy animal and give him ADHD.
That's basically, yeah, I guess that's exactly what a ferret is. All right. My 36F son, 14M, so she's 36, he's 14, being her son, has been acting out a lot lately. I've been trying to give him appropriate consequences, etc., but his father, my ex, just underdoes everything I try to implement. My ex, also 36, doesn't care if our son does anything as long as this doesn't affect his athletic abilities, and has created a cool dad and evil mom dynamic. First off, if you're creating dynamics like that, it's just... it should be a 50-50 for both parties. You shouldn't have like the cool mom, evil mom, cool dad, whatever type of dynamics in the family.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. I bring kind of a cool dad vibe to the evil mom chat that they don't really like.
Already,
I'm seeing the biker dad.
No, he does not pull the biker dad whatsoever. but I'm seeing 14-year-old son, and immediately, yeah, no, you're probably not the asshole. This kid's probably just thinks he's everything, and he needs to be beaten into submission to realize he ain't shit.
Okay.
No.
All right. Wait a
All
minute.
right.
Let's pause for a second and put the legal disclaimer. We don't condone beating of children.
No capital punishment. I mean, just
Julian wants the old-fashioned way with
psychological abuse.
Well,
you
let's
want?
not
Oh
do that
God!
either.
Psychological, and then if it
So you
gets
just want
worse,
them locked up into a dark room for.
I didn't say fucking Harry Potter. This
Jesus.
fuck.
Lock
Put
him
them
under
under
the
the stairway.
staircase.
No food for
Julian,
the week.
Julian, I think I'm going to give you a parenting book when you get married. That's going to be your wedding gift from me.
Oh,
I
how thoughtful.
just want the audience to realize this man has a girlfriend, which is the scary part. They could physically possibly have kids in the future, which is the scary part.
I mean, yeah.
If this is the type of father Julian's claiming to be.
Oh no. See, it's gonna change when I have my own kid, right? But for right now, I fucking hate children.
So you need your own little shithead to make you.
I need
better.
my own little shithead for me to realize what it's like
Oh,
to
God,
actually
dude.
have a kid.
Can you imagine like an 8-year-old Julian just running around the world?
Why you act like
Living
that's a
life.
bad dude? I'm still here. I didn't kill anybody. I didn't set anything on fire. I didn't commit domestic terrorism. I'm not cooking
Can we run
meth.
more legal
Wait a
proclamations?
So
We are
All right,
not
we'll
legally
check it off the
obliged to
list
anything.
here.
yeah, just going
8-year-old me
down
was
the list.
fine, bro. You know what I was doing? I was on my DS playing Mario Kart.
Oh, DS.
Amen.
It's a good system. All right.
All right.
Praise
Before we
be.
get into any actual legal trouble, I think we should move on. So this gets to the point where it's like I don't know if we might be taken off YouTube or whatever format.
Dude, if my
Patreon might
channel's
even
still
have
up,
us.
I'm fine.
Patreon. Well, this show's about to be a Patreon exclusive.
Jeez. Anyways, I had a minivan or mini vacation planned for the weekend. I had a family-owned house in this beach town, and my son and stepdaughters love going down there. The thing is, I got a call from a friend saying that her daughter is messed up because of my son. He asked the poor girl out, and when she said yes, he laughed at her and said some really cruel things. I was horrified.
Julian,
Yeah.
I'm slowly coming around to your way of thinking.
Yes. Please. My way of thinking is not that bad. You just never give it a chance. I'm starting to
only
sound
probably-
more and more like the Joker.
We only finally decided to condone the use of abuse to children.
Listen,
Yeah, what-
Batman, you just gotta beat the kid a little bit harder. Just a little harder.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
And then the
But
kids
yeah,
just,
FBI
"You wanna know
agent
how I got
listening
these
in, you
scars?"
know, Julian's not a bad guy. Listen, FBI agent, he really isn't.
No, he's not.
I'm really not. I'm just hamming shit up.
Just imagine after Julian's bed, the child just goes into school the next day and he's like, "You want to know how I got these scars?"
You wanna know how I got these
No.
scars, Batman?
Oh no.
No, Joker. Batman,
Oh,
I caught a
my
I caught a
father was crazy, man.
Batman. I caught a Pokemon, Batman. You know what Pokemon I caught?
Where is he? Where is the Pokemon?
I caught a Lopunny, Batman. Oh no, Joker.
Is your little RP session done?
Yeah, but yeah, let's get back to this.
Jeez.
I asked him about it and he rolled his eyes. He told me that it was just a joke. When I tried telling him that these kind of jokes hurt, he told me I was being ridiculous and that his dad and stepmom would think it's funny. He then said that he wishes I was as cool as his stepmom. Again, going back to the cool dad, evil mom, whatever. Yeah, it sets up for this. I told him I am his mother and my first priority is being his mom and not being cool. The appropriate approach. I then told him that we're no longer going to the beach house. He also has to apologize to the girl. If he ever bothers her or any other girls again, then the consequences will be much worse. I then proceed to drive him to the girl's house and make him apologize to the girl in front of her mom. He said I was sorry, and I also said he said he was sorry, and I also said it. I brought her a necklace and took the money from my son's allowance as well. The girl was a lot happier. Her mom said she appreciated the apology. While driving back to my home, my son started yelling at me and said the whole thing was the most embarrassing thing he has ever had to do in his 14 years of life. I told him to imagine how the girl felt when he did that to her in front of everybody. He just said whatever, like, and was like, can we go to the beach house now? I said no, we can't, and we won't. He started yelling again, and I said I was doing too much over a joke, and if that girl accepted the apology, then why am I making things so difficult for him? He also said that since I embarrassed him, it was the least I could do. He later called my ex and told me that I was a major asshole for being so harsh, and he more or less repeated what my son said. I don't think I'm the asshole in the slightest, but I see how I'm being harsh. I just wanted some perspective because my ex and his wife and my son are begging me to reconsider and relax. Am I the asshole?
No. And for what it's worth, this is the appropriate way to discipline the child.
Yeah, don't
With
listen
this
to
right
these two
here.
fools
See,
trying to do a
here-
capital
Yeah.
punishment on their children.
Here's what's going to happen to this kid, right? He's going to say the wrong thing to the wrong kid at school, and then he's going to get the absolute shit kicked out of him.
Right?
If this is how he talks to his mother, he's going to say
Yeah.
the wrong thing to the wrong kid, and that kid's going to be like, all right, shithead, listen here, you ain't shit.
Let's just say this kid isn't already the school bully. Because I mean, if he's doing this shit to like
Yeah, you're right. He could actually be. He
like
could be the
girls his
school
age,
boy.
yeah, if he's doing this to like other people in school, it's just I feel like he's already the school bully. So
Yeah,
I don't I think he's like set himself as like the top person in the pyramid scheme of the school.
Yeah, I think he's entering his find out phase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's on like a level 7 of fuck around, and he's going to be on the level 7 of find out.
He's on the level 7 fucking around, same as that other guy who had the escort.
Yeah. No, I think that guy was probably at a 10.
Oh my
He
god.
he majorly fucked around, and he majorly found out.
Yeah. I just want to imagine, like, what did the teachers say? Like, did the teachers find out, or was this like a parent-to-parent type of conversation?
I wonder if like this guy repeats Andrew Tate lines.
Ugh.
He probably does.
For the record, Michael, I think going up to like the fourth line of this or so, it did say that the mom got a call from her friend saying that the daughter was a mess. So
Yeah.
I guess she just found out like through one of her friends. But
Or probably her daughter told her what happened.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
yeah.
the daughter probably said to her mom's like, okay. And then the mom's like, I called the parent, probably they knew each
Yeah.
other somehow. That type of deal. But I just wonder if school administration got involved at all.
Probably
Doesn't
not.
sound like it.
School
Yeah.
administration doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, there's some things I've done in school that
This
school administration pretty much just said, yeah, don't do that again. Alright. Hi, I just wanted to make this post before I move on. I kept my word, no beach house no matter what the his wife, or my son said about me. It is hard, and I broke down on Sunday because even though I know my son loves me, and that he's just angry, hearing him say that he wishes I was no longer his mother, or that I was his mother over and over hurts a lot. On Sunday, after my breakdown, I told him that he couldn't stay with his dad for the week. My ex is going to have him for the weekend anyway. So yeah, Sunday evening I took my son out. I tried one last time to reach out to him and make him understand and tell him I love him. And that's why I'm being so strict and why I'm being so strict. I took him to a park we used to go to, just him and I. Usually took him there when my ex and I would fight, and he would leave us for days to see his sister, in quotation marks. He was in a pretty good mood the entire time and called me crazy for wanting to eat on the grass, but he complied. I asked if he remembered the spot, and he said yeah, and talked to him about everything. I also reminded him that there is nobody in this world and beyond that I love more than him. He was silent for the entire ride home to his dad's house, and I thought I fucked up when we arrived, and he said, "I love you too, Mom." It was so hard to keep the tears in. I had to break from driving because of how emotional I was. Monday and Tuesday were calm, nothing out of the ordinary. Wednesday night was a bit different. My husband and I were out while the girls were with the in-laws when I got a call from my son. He was quiet, but he asked if I could pick him up. I called my ex, who had just told me that our son was being dramatic, but I was welcome to take him home. It was obvious that from that and his father had a pretty bad. It was pretty obvious that him and his father had a pretty bad argument about something. I asked what had happened since my ex kept telling me it was nothing. Turns out my ex cheated on his wife. His wife confronted him and brought up the fact that he cheated on me. The ex proceeded to insult me and call me names. My son heard everything and put it together. My son was in distress, and I really wish he didn't have to find out this way. Not like this. When we got home, my son collapsed in my arms, and I kept saying that he was really sorry for everything. I managed to calm him down, and he fell asleep on the couch. I was stuck with him, the most uncomfortable position all night, but all I cared about in that moment was my son. I don't know I didn't know I could love anyone so much. I never planned on having children, so this was a huge concern of mine. But all the love I have for my son is crazy. He's a bit awkward, which makes sense. 14-year-old boys don't usually burst into tears and not let their mothers out of their grasp, but I know it'll be fine. I know it'll be a very long road, but it will be worth it. Thanks for being supportive.
This kind of turned out to be a happy ending, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was nice.
I wanted to end this on a happy one.
Yeah.
I do want to read one of the first
No.
comments.
So
Okay.
wait, from what I'm getting from this, basically, this kid didn't know that his parents were divorced because his dad's a dickhead.
Yeah, he knew they were divorced, but he didn't know the reason why. And she was probably going to tell him when he was older. And
I mean, I'd hope that he'd know they were divorced.
So for all we know, this dad, who's obviously the asshole in this case, could have been just feeding his kid lies about his mother.
correct, we don't know anything about what the child
Yeah.
heard from the father's perspective.
Yeah.
All right, I do want to read one of the first comments just because of how heartwarming it is. Former 14-year-old butthead here, divorced home, and all the fun stuff. Great job, Mama. I'm 36 now, with a 1.5-year-old of my own. My mom fighting my ignorance, bullheadedness, peacocking, and all the other nonsense I put her through has made me a much better man. Boy, did we have our blowouts. I am so close to her now, talk with her daily, send her pictures of her grandson. She recently moved across the country to be closer to us, and I couldn't be all the happier. I couldn't say how smooth the rest will be for you, but I have faith you and him will have a stronger bond for all of this. And the OP replied, "Thank you for sharing. That is very sweet." So the mom also kind of just got confirmation from somebody who has been that 14-year-old child in the past, saying, "Hey, things will be okay," which I thought
When
was
did
really
you sneak
nice.
a bunch of onions in my room?
When I took over that Windows spot.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? That'll be a Patreon bonus. That little video.
That
You
was
keep
an
saying what is
amazing clip.
Patreon. Yeah, so that's the final story and the final update.
Did we actually manage to nail down like almost an hour exactly? Like perfect timing?
Yeah,
Wow,
it's
look at us.
almost like it was planned.
It's almost like we're
That's how we
professionals.
curated
Damn.
for your viewing pleasure
Yeah, your viewing pleasure and
or
you're not even.
listening pleasure.
I was gonna say.
Unless they're watching you play Smash Brothers.
Yeah, honestly, not gonna lie, I've been mesmerized by that like this whole time.
I can't say I have as I've been reading, but
Well, yeah, obviously.
I don't know. I thought that story was very sweet, and just the
It
fact
was
that,
it was a nice one.
yeah, compared to the other two,
Which both of them are just. Both these
asshole
guys
people.
should be kicked in the nuts.
True.
What I'm getting from all of these Reddit stories is that men are horrible people.
That's just general fact. Like,
Yep.
Yep. All of us are terrible.
I mean, I've seen some terrible women throughout history, but terrible men, holy shit, bro. They're all throughout history.
They're all over the place.
Literally.
There might even be one next to you.
I'd hope not. I'm currently here by myself.
Yeah, I'm
That's
also
what you
by
think.
myself in this office.
I just
You did
see
mention
Jeff
the
slow-
onion.
You know what? The way my apartment is set up, I have like my bedroom door is open and there's just a hallway that leads out to my kitchen right now, and it is currently in pitch black because I don't have any of those lights turned on. And I'm just imagining Jeff just like slowly emerging from the darkness with like his little like GameCube controller in his hand.
He's just telepathically seeing the screen in his mind.
Yeah.
All you hear, like all you hear is double dash.
I've come for the bonus disc.
I've come for the bonus disc, my child.
You will give me what I want, or else.
All right, you know what? I'm throwing this hour formula at the window. Julian, you have 5 minutes on the Unity situation. Go.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
God.
I was hoping we
no.
could save this for next time because.
No, you know what? Let's go
I
to
got-
the
I gotta-
Unity situation because I want to talk about this too.
All
Okay.
right. Well, fuck the hour long. This might be an hour and 30.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm passionate about this.
First
Unity
of all,
situation. It's dumb.
for anybody who is somehow out of the fucking loop or lives under a rock like Wade does,
You just don't play games.
Okay,
No,
to be
you
fair, I have heard this story very, very briefly. I don't know all
What-
the details. I just know that Unity.
what Unity has decided would be a fantastic idea in their infinite fucking wisdom is whenever you install a game that is using the Unity game engine, because there is a what is it, like some runtime thing for Unity in there, they're going to start charging game developers per install of their game. So basically, if I were to install a Unity game, the game developer who made the game would get charged by Unity a certain amount of money. And it is probably the biggest career suicide I've ever seen in my life. People want Unity to eat shit.
Yeah. There's two different rates. I'm looking because I pulled it up myself and I was curious. There's like two different rates for runtime fees. There's one where you can do based on the amount of units you have sold or have installed per month. So anywhere between, or I should say, they have it split to three multiple plans too, where there's Unity Personal, Unity Plus, Unity Pro, and Unity Enterprise. For a Unity Personal Plus, it's just 20 cents per install. And for Unity Pro, anywhere between 1 to 100,000 is 15 cents per install. That's 15 cents per install. That's a lot.
Yeah, now think about it more like this too. Fuck. There was a video from a channel that Moore's Critical covered earlier today that I watched. I think it's called Upper Echelon. Hold on a minute. Yeah, Upper Echelon. He has made a breakdown of this, which I should probably pin in the comments. It's like a 12-minute video. There's a breakdown image for how fucked over some game devs are going to be. And there's a pretty decent sized percentage. It's like 5 to 10% that is literally going to have more money taken from them for installs than what they're actually going to be making. So it's basically just going to bankrupt the studio.
Yeah. It's
And-
designed to be
That's fucked.
profit. It's designed to be a profit for Unity by a long shot, but
Now,
yeah.
where the fuck? I'm trying to. There was a website that he looked into that video went over that has the current what is it? The current upper like CEOs and all that, whatever. The CEO of Unity is the same guy who made the decision when he was on EA when you were playing Battlefield and you ran out of ammo, they decided it might have been a good idea to charge $1 to get a reload.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Wait,
When did
This-
that happen?
this guy is so fucking greedy for money that even EA was like, "You're too fucking greedy, dude. Get the fuck out of our office."
Wow, I didn't know. They had
Imagine
limits.
that.
I know when you probably say EA says no to a
The guy's name is John Richitello. Basically, basically in one of the Battlefield games, he was like, yeah, basically gamers aren't going to realize that when you run out of ammo and a pop-up that says, hey, pay us $1 to get more ammo, they're just going to hit it because they're too busy in the game. It's like, no, we're going to realize that, buddy.
I just think gamers are just ignorant to their
And-
surroundings and just accept any pop-up window they see. It's like in the middle of the game, it's like, click here to get a virus. What the hell? They click it
Oh,
and just
why
get a virus.
not?
Yeah,
No,
why not? Like,
no,
I
wait.
could use a few
This-
of them.
This gets even fucking deeper, all right? Before this whole thing came out, apparently this dude sold off a lot of his Unity stock. There's some insider trading going on, boys.
Also, wait, I
And-
just realized how many games that are on the PlayStation and Xbox stores were made with Unity too. Like,
See, here you'll find a lot of Unity games, but a lot of them are shit.
There's some good
No.
ones.
no, but I
But-
mean, like even some of the more popular ones were probably made with Unity to some extent. Like, imagine
Slade Spire,
Unity going
Among
to
Us.
Microsoft. Okay.
Yeah. Now,
Oh, Among Us. Oh no.
I think Among Us has some form of Unity in it, and we double check though.
now, do you guys want to know why you'll find so many shitty Unity games?
Isn't it like really low cost or free?
Yeah.
No, it's because there's a certain threat. Most games have a certain threshold for development, right? If you hit that threshold, you must put what the engine that powers the game on somewhere, like in the game's loading screen. So, like Unreal Tournament powered by Unreal, shit like that. Unity, on the other hand, doesn't do that. Their TOS basically says, yeah, no, you got to throw Unity in basically no matter how much money you have towards development. So you'll find a bunch of shitty Unity games, and the reason why it says it's got Unity on it is because you literally have to say this is powered by Unity.
Yeah. All right. So I looked up some Unity games or games that are made using Unity. Some of the top ones include Rust, Cuphead, Hearthstone, Hollow Knight, Kerbal Space Program, City Skylines, Fall Guys, Pokemon Go, Beat Saber, Call of Duty Mobile.
Oh my god.
Who the fuck cares about
Yo,
that?
I'm
No, but
gonna be
that's-
honest. The fact that this is affecting Silk Song's release is the only reason that I'm the tiniest bit upset about this. I couldn't care otherwise. But Silk Song, so
That's a Hollow Knight sequel, right?
yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's important. I agree with you on that. That makes me upset too.
Yeah, there's
Reading through
also-
that list made me realize that two of the biggest games on there are like Activision Blizzard games. And can you imagine being the Unity company going to Activision Blizzard and being like, hey, all of these, these big games that you make that you've profited billions of dollars off of? We know you're already not paying like any of your employees or any of your shareholders or anything.
Oh my god.
But you're gonna have to start paying us now, and also this is retroactive, so we're gonna need you to cut the check right now. Can you, who in their right mind thought that going to Activision Blizzard or any of these other big companies thought that that would be a good idea?
Now,
Mm.
this gets even better too, right? Because at one point Unity was going to be bought out by some company. I don't remember, right? For like a few $1 billion. I think it was like $4 billion or something like that. But they were like, "Nah, we ain't gonna do that." Then they bought this guy on named Tomer Barzeev. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but Tomer, Tomer, the tumor. But he was CEO of another company called Iron Source, I believe. And basically, yeah, Iron Source. Iron Source was bought up by Unity 2. And this guy also did insider trading because there was a lot of his Unity stock that got sold a year before this got released. So this has been in the works for a long fucking time, apparently.
So I
But-
saw someone commented on this whole situation. With this being a per install fee, they posed the question of whether we're going to start seeing install restrictions, like you buy a game and they limit you to 5-10 installs, and whether that's going to affect like the whole gaming community that way.
Yeah, we already know how that went with Jedi. Was it Jedi Survivor and Ubisoft DRM bullshit?
I think there might have been some controversy with like one of the big EA games this year. It was either Jedi Survivor or one of them where there was like a bunch of testing websites that like were constantly like they were like switching out GPUs in PCs, and then after like 5 or 10 different GPU swaps, they got hit with like a whole you've installed this game too many times because it kept detecting it as a different PC every time a new GPU was put in. And I don't know that they ever really addressed that, honestly. But
somebody brought up another good point, which was, what if this affects games that have been pirated? Or just somebody installing the game, uninstalling, installing, and uninstalling just multiple times, like in virtual machines or whatever. Like, Unity says that they have a way to combat that, and I don't fucking believe them one fucking bit. There's no way. There's no way that they're going to remove one of the basically is going to be their biggest moneymaker if this actually does go through, because I don't think Unity is actually going to pull it.
I think the funniest thing I heard was that somebody was questioning what happens with games on like Game Pass, and they said that Microsoft would be the one to foot the bill for the installs.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're trying to combat the 800-pound gorilla of the gaming industry? Good luck.
They're really gonna have some balls with this one.
I think you mean they're going to be cut off.
Dude, they didn't have balls to begin with.
They're
bro.
going to be
I'm saying
cut
they're gonna
off
have balls to
canon
like
for
go
them.
up to Microsoft and say, "Hey, you owe us like $3 billion
Oh my
because of
God.
this bullshit."
See,
Yeah,
you have
fucking-
to know that like no one inside Unity actually supports this except for probably like the CEO and a few of the like the board
No, the
executives.
CEO I don't think
So,
does.
well,
no,
whatever.
the
but, like,
CEO is the one who did the EA thing. So I
Yeah.
bet you 100% he fucking agrees with it.
But imagine,
okay.
imagine having to be like the lower level employee that has to go to Microsoft and be like, "Listen, we're gonna need all this money right now," and just
Bill Gates just looks at him and laughs.
Bill Gates
Just reply
executes him
straight
on the
from Bill
spot.
Gates himself.
He's gonna look at him and laugh and then be like, "You'll make a fine addiction to the people that I'm going to eat later."
He'd be like, "Listen, how would I buy you instead?"
Yeah, how about I buy you instead and
Bill
you just
Gates
shut that fuck up?
Bill Gates just buys the person that goes to the meeting.
That was what I was thinking about. I meant like the company, but sure.
Just
He
your
just
mind
looks at
now.
him like, "Hey, bro, how much they paying you over there to do this at Unity?"
He just
Oh,
pulls like
like-
a fucking Uno reverse on them. It's like,
Oh,
you owe us
of-
money. He's like, no, you owe me money.
Yeah. Oh, a few $1 billion? Well, here's some more. Yeah. Just take it and don't tell him.
Just put our name in somewhere in your company. Well, like your company, and claim
Yeah.
you're with us.
Keep all the money for yourself. Just don't tell him.
Just
Tell him
don't tell him.
Tell him I'll give it to him next month.
Jesus. Microsoft just becomes like a miniature loan shark. Or no, I'm sorry, Unity just becomes
It's
a
just gonna
miniature
be-
loan shark.
Unity's gonna become a loan shark. Microsoft's just gonna be a mob boss and be like, "Yeah, you'll get your money when I fucking got your money. Okay, fuck off."
Oh god. How much would it take for for you to be the person that goes to Microsoft and writes the email to Microsoft at least?
I mean, they're
What
probably
would your
gonna have.
price might be?
You're probably not gonna have a choice there. You're gonna be like, either you do it or you're fired.
Well, I'm saying like as an individual to have you do it, if you had to do it, or just could do it.
At least $1 billion. Fuck, it's fucking Microsoft, bro. Like, Microsoft's gonna give me a new asshole if I do that to them. They're gonna be paying me good.
Julian's in the personal hitman. Is Hitman owned by Microsoft?
No, I don't think so.
No, Hitman's Visceral.
It's IO Interactive. I don't know.
IO.
Oh, I don't know who owns IO Interactive.
IO Interactive, Eidos Interactive,
Eidos.
it's Square Enix.
Yeah,
The Square Enix.
yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say as soon as you said Eidos, that popped into my head. But all right, I think we've gone on long enough. We've officially passed the hour and some mark.
We're at
so-
hour 15 right now.
Join us next time when we talk shit about Apple.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Can we have a whole episode for that, please? I have so much to say about the iPhone 15.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. We may or may not just make that the whole episode, but
Honestly.
Okay. All right.
Should we get on to give us his L takes so we can annihilate him?
I mean, that's up to
Oh, that'd
him.
be
That's
great.
probably the reason he hasn't been on yet.
Oh yeah, because he just gives the worst takes of all time.
All right. Thank you all for watching so much. I hope everybody enjoyed listening to Am I the Asshole stories, and as well as a little 15-minute bonus of the Unity situation, our takes on it. Tune in next week for questionable Apple discussion. Is that what we're doing next week, or are we gonna?
I don't know. Unless anyone else has any better ideas.
Thank you all for listening. Wade, don't forget to make a Patreon so I can start saying subscribe to our Patreon. All the money supports us in every way possible.
Give money.
We've
Good
been
money.
saying that, and I don't know. Eventually, I'll just break down and make it.
$1.
You're gonna break
I don't
down
know.
crying and make
Somebody-
it.
$1 quarter.
Somebody put in
Even
the
a
comments how
penny?
much you'd actually pay us for every month for a Patreon.
Yeah,
I don't
put in
even
the
use-
comments how much you would actually pay for Patreon. We'll consider
Yeah.
it. We do have content for that, so
We do.
that works. Yeah, we do.
Okay, sure. I don't know.
I
what's
say we
happening
do.
anymore.
Therefore, we do.
Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell thing. Yeah, hit all the buttons except for the dislike. Don't hit that one because then I'll cry.
Yeah, as I always
Don't make Wade cry.
Yeah.
No, make him
Yeah.
cry so I can watch.
It'll be good content for Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, that'll be the Patreon.
It's just
The
gonna be
week
me
after
laughing
next
at him
week
as
is
this
what
guy.
makes Wade cry.
Y'all hit the dislike button, and the Patreon bonus is just a 12-hour live stream of me bursting into tears every time I see a new dislike.
And it's just me pointing to laugh. It's
it's
just a loop shows.
just
like,
three
it's just-
people. It's just three people sitting on a couch in the background, just eating popcorn and busting out laughing.
It's just Michael. It's just Michael pressing the dislike and then unpressing it.
I will make 600 alternative accounts.
Oh my god! All right.
You know, don't give me that idea because that sounds like a good one.
No. Just no.
Why subscribe to your own channel when you can dislike your own channel?
Literally.
Big brain moves.
Okay. All right.
All
Have a good evening, day, morning, whatever time zone it is.
And-
Have a good one, everybody.
And tune in next week for another Read Only Friday podcast.
A read only Friday. What?
Podcast.
Podcast.
I was gonna say a little New York accent slipped in there.
That's
I'm
for
not
Jersey,
from
what are
New
you
York,
talking
so I don't know where that came
Jersey,
from.
whatever.
Anyway.
I don't know. All the new states.
All right. Have a
right.
good one, everybody.
Later.
Goodbye.